Welcome back to another edition of Fly Tying for Beginners. Today we're going to tie a hare's ear gnat. This is going to be a dry fly. We all know how well the hare's ear works on your nymphs and wet flies. We're going to use this and incorporate it into a Griffith's gnat and make a killer dry fly. The hook that I'm going to use is a Maruto. This is a B31 SSC, size 14, and this is from frostyfly.com. I'm going to use black thread, and this is 70 denier. Doesn't really matter. You could use heavier or lighter. You don't want to use 3/0 thread, but we're going to put a base of thread down on the hook. Start behind the eye. Hold that thread at a 45-degree angle and you'll get nice tight wraps. And we're going to stop that just about at the end of the flat. We're going to put the hackle in first, and I have a Grizzly hackle. Griffith's gnats use Grizzly hackle. And first thing I do is stand those barbels up at the 90 degree from the stem, and then we're going to give it a little bit of a crew cut there. We're going to trim that while leaving barbs on the stem. I'm going to tie that with the concave side to the shank, and I'm going to leave a little bit of that crew cut exposed. See, I have a little bit of that crew cut exposed, maybe a little less than that, and we're going to secure that. Got a little bit of that crew cut exposed. Now when we go to wrap it, our first wrap isn't going to give us a tail. If you want a tail, then you want to wrap it right up to the long barbels itself, and you'll actually get a tail from it. I'm going to take my 100% beeswax. I got this from Streamside Furl Leaders, streamsideleader.com. And I leave it in there just a little bit. Just bring it up close to the top, but not clearing. And I'll just with my finger, I'll push it into the thread into the wax. And you won't take off a whole bunch of wax. You won't get big cut marks in your wax that way. I'm going to take my hare's ear dubbing, and this is Joe Akori blend. Going to take that. I'm not going to make too small of a noodle. I'm actually going to pick the hare's ear fibers out after we're done. Give it even more of a shaggy look to it. This is a darker hare's ear blend. I believe he has a lighter hare's ear blend. We're going to wrap that. I'm going to stop there. I have about 1 eye length from the eye of the hook. I'm going to take our hackle. We're going to go 1 whole wrap at the rear, and you can see there's no tail going on it. We're going to palmer this forward. And we'll give it 3 or 4 wraps is all you need to reach the front. Going to hold the hackle back and put a few wraps in front, kind of tie that head. Then you can break that off or trim it off if you don't trust your brake. Go ahead and tie that head up there. And it doesn't even matter if you get a couple of strays going forward. Take our whip finish. Take my poke and snip cuticle trimmer. Trim that off. We're going to put a dot of head cement on the head. Clean my brush off pretty well. Put a little bit of head cement on there. If you get any on the fibers, just go ahead and wipe them off. Now I'm going to take a piece of Velcro, the hook Velcro, and just rough that up even more. You're not going to hurt the feather. Kind of looks like a dead mouse. And here we have a hare's ear gnat. Hope that you learned something from this video. Hope you would subscribe to my channel. Please refer me to your friends. Please visit my sponsors, leave comments, questions, suggestions, and most of all, thank you very much for watching my videos.